First, we're going to start in this corner. We're going to go up 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Do that for every corner. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Next, make our way on top. We're going to fill in the walls now. So grab your stone and then fill in 3 layers up with stone. So once you're done, you should have a perfect box in the middle. Next, make your way to the front of the build. Where the log is, you're going to want to place 2 blocks below and 2 blocks on top. And then diagonally, you're going to want to place 2 blocks at the bottom, 1 block on the left side, and a slab on the right side. Next, line yourself up like so. 1 block over, you're going to place a full block. So in between, you should have 1 block diagonally. And then on top of the stone block, place your slab. Now we're going to fill in the flooring like so. And place your slab here. So you should have a slab on each side. Next, make your way back up to the top of the build. So far should be 3 high, but you're going to want to go up 1 more block high. Bring it up by 1 block and then connect the beams like so. So far your build should look like this. Next, we're going to head on to the inside of the build. The door is going to be in the middle. Next, for the flooring, you're going to want to break it and place your spruce planks. 1 level below, you're going to want to break the grass and fill it in with your spruce planks or whatever flooring you would like to use. Next, you're going to want to make your way back to the top of the builds. I recommend placing the same flooring block that you did for the flooring here, but as slabs. So yeah, place in your slabs on the top half of the log block. So you should have something that looks like that. In the inside, it might get a little dark, so I'd recommend placing a torch or 2, just so mobs don't spawn. On the side where the pillars are, you're going to want to place a stair on each side, like so. So the stairs should be facing toward the front of the build. Next, you're going to place slabs beside the stairs, and then a trapdoor beside the slabs you placed. On the front side, you should have a 1 block opening. And you're going to want to do this same thing on the back side. So on the back of the build here, place your stairs like so, the slabs, and trapdoors, just like that. If you did your dimensions correctly, there should be 1 block opening here. Next, we're going to start on the 2nd floor. So 1 block out from where you placed the original pillar on top of the stair, you're going to want to go up 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's going to be on every stair you placed. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So far your build should look something like this. Next, you're going to want to place on the trapdoors a spruce plank on top of the trapdoors. And then as a placeholder block, I'm just going to place dirt, but it's going to be destroyed later. Where the dirt block is placed, you're going to want to make another pillar, just like these 2, up 4 blocks. Again, once you place your 4 logs, you're going to want to break the dirt block you placed. Next, you're going to want to grab your stripped spruce logs, and you're going to want to bring these up only 3 blocks. And do that for both sides. And then once you've done that, place in more of your dark oak logs on top. And you're going to want to do this exact same thing on the other side. So again, spruce planks on the trapdoors first. Placeholder dirt block. Bring it up 4, just like the other pillars here. Break the dirt block. Place in your stripped spruce logs up by 3 on both sides. And then finish it off with the dark oak logs to connect the beams. Once you've completed both sides of the walls, you're going to want to connect all the beams besides the middle beam. You don't want to do the middle beam. just the sidewall beams. Next, once you're on the inside of the build, you've known you've done this correctly if you have a 7-block opening on the side walls here. You should be able to place a log pillar going up all the way, and you should have 3 blocks on each side. Grab your spruce planks and place one in the middle at the bottom, like so. And then you're going to want to fill in the side walls with your stripped spruce logs on both sides here. So you should have a 2-block open window opening here for both sides. You're going to want to do the same thing on the other side. So again, fill in the middle, place your spruce planks on each side, and then fill in your walls on the sides. Once you've got those done, you're going to want to place in your windows now. So you should have something so far that looks like this. Once you've finished the windows, you're going to want to make your way on top of the builds. The middle beam, you're going to want to bring this up 2 blocks, like so. And then beside the log, place 2 full spruce planks, followed by 1 stripped spruce log. And do the same thing on the other side. 2 spruce planks, followed by a stripped spruce log. And then do the same thing on the other side. So far, your build should look something like this. Next, you're going to want to grab your scaffolding or dirt or whatever block you want to use to get up on the side of the build here. Now, once you've gone up here, in the middle of the log seam at the top here, you're going to want to place an upside down stair, and then normal side up, place in your stairs. And then have 1 stair going over the edge of the builds where your log is here. And then do the same thing on the other side. And you're going to want to do this, what you did on this side, on the other side as well. Again, upside down stair first, and then normal side up stairs. With 1 stair going over the edge of the log. Once you got that done, you're going to want to make your way back up to the roof of the build here. And once you're up here, on the overlapping stair that you placed earlier, place 1 upside down, and then place 1 right side up. And then continue doing that until you reach the top of the builds. You're going to want to stop once you reach the log here in the middle. And then do that on every single side of the stairs, like so. And then do this on the other side as well. So again, upside down stair first, and then right side up stair. And then continue that until you reach the middle of the log. Once you've got that, you're going to want to grab your placeholder block, your dirt, place a log on the same line of your stairs, and then 1 block out of your stairs. Break your dirt block, and then continue this beam going all the way down to the other side of the house. Again, it's going to go out 1 block from the stair. Next, grab your stairs again. Place the stair right side up. The stair should be facing you in this direction. And then from the front entrance, it should be like a flat surface from the front of the build. And then just do the same thing on the other side as well. So the stairs should be facing each other. Next, from the back side, you're going to want to stagger the slab and the stair. So it's going to be slab, stair, slab, stair. And then continue that all the way down. So you should be able to place a slab in between the 2 stairs here once you get to the end. Next, you're going to want to grab your polished deep slate stairs and your cobbled stairs. It doesn't have to be one of these 2. It could also be deep slate bricks stairs, but it's completely up to you. I just typically want there to be a darker block for the roofing, so it matches well with the block palette we have below. But yeah, once you're here, you're gonna want to stagger, kind of randomize which block you use. So I typically go like 1 2 2 2 2 1. Just kind of stagger it until you get more of a textured looking roof. So it should look something around the lines of this so far. And you're gonna want to do the same thing on the other side of the roof. Again, just staggering like so. We're kind of randomizing the order. Like so. Once you got the roof done, you should have something that looks like this so far. Once you complete the roof, we're going back so we can get to the log here, the front log. Right here, you're gonna want to place your trapdoor, spruce trapdoor or dark oak trapdoor, completely up to you. Place your cobbled wall, your spruce fence, followed by a lantern. And that's it. You're gonna want to do that on the other side as well. Now we're gonna move over to the overhang. So just confirm this should be 5 blocks wide. Then from your marking here, place a log on those 2 markings. So every side, it should be 5 by 5. So 5 blocks in between, and the back side is 5 blocks in between as well. These logs are gonna go up 5 blocks. So since we're already at 1 block level, we're gonna go up 4. So 1 2 3 4. 1 2 3 4. So in total, it should be 5 blocks tall for both pillars. So once you're up here, on the bottom layer of the glass pane you got here, place your slab. You're gonna want to place your placeholder block, your dirt block, and then place 2 slabs. So you're gonna also stagger it here. So once you place your 2 slabs here, you're gonna want to place a full block, your dirt block here, underneath the slab, followed by another one, and then place your slab on top. And then beside the block you just placed, you're going to want to place 2 more slabs. You're free to destroy the dirt. You're going to want to place your slab down below like so. So from the top, it should be 1 2 1 2 1. Once you've got that, you're going to place your slabs all the way at the other side, and you're going to want to do the same thing you did on that side. So it should line up perfectly once you destroy the dirt. Next, you're going to want to make your way onto the roof here. And you're going to want, just like how you did with the roof over here, you're just going to want to stagger it randomly with the same black palette used for the roof. But instead of stairs, it's going to be slabs. Once you're done with the overhang, you're going to want to make your way over to the opposite side of the builds. You're going to want to place the slab on top, on the top layer of those logs. You want to make your way over up to this area here, where you placed your window. You're going to want to break this window, place in your stair at the very top, and then place in your door from the inside. So once you open it, you should have a little indent like so. Next, just to make this a little more simpler, place a dirt block on both sides. Get back on your scaffolding or dirt, whatever you decide to use, and then place more destructive blocks / dirt on this layer here. And then on top of the dirt layer, place your trapdoors, and then flip them so they should be facing up. And then do that for the side walls too, right, like so. And then destroy your dirt blocks. So from below, it should look like this. Next, you're going to want to make your way over to the front entrance here. You're going to want to place your door from the inside, so that way there's a little indent. Next, we're going to make our way back to the overhang. In the middle slab, you're going to want to place your lantern on both sides, and then one in the middle on the outside of the build. You're going to want to place a fence on where the spruce planks were, followed by a chain on each side. Now underneath that, you want to place trapdoors. So this kind of acts as like a extra storage area. You could also place a lantern there just for more lights. Next, you're gonna want to place your crafting table and your anvil like so. And then for the beams here, you're gonna want to place your leaves. And then on the outside of the pillars, you're gonna place berries around the log like so. And then a row of berries next to the leaves you placed. So it kind of acts as like a barrier from enemies. Now this next step is optional. It's completely up to you. But if you're a type of person that likes little details and builds, I'd recommend adding this. So we'll start with the left side of the builds. So basically we're just gonna add a little bit of andesite and cobblestone. They're kind of acting like cracks in the builds. So typically I start with like cobblestone and place it in random spots, not too many. And then I usually place andesite around where the cobblestone is. So it kind of acts like cracks in the build. So again, I'm gonna do that for every side of the wall, like so. Again, just adding andesite around the cobblestone that I placed. Just like so. And then since these are slabs, it's a little more tricky, but it's the exact same concept. Again, place your cobblestone where you'd like it. Place your andesite. Replace the stone you placed earlier. Just like so. So in the end, you should have something similar to this. It doesn't have to be exact, of course, but I think you get the idea. Now for here, you're gonna want to place 2 trapdoors like so, and then 1 on the opposite side. So there should technically be 2 full blocks available on the inside of the trapdoors. And then in these 2 slots, we're gonna place water. It's not really necessary, but it's kind of just a nice little neat thing to add to your world. Once you've done that, we're gonna start with the interior now. Once you're on the inside, you're gonna want to place 3 stairs facing towards your door. With its torches, you're gonna want to place your crafting table. Next, you're gonna want to place your chests like so, followed by your furnaces. And in this corner, you can place your light source or a flower pot, up to you. And then feel free to add more storage on this side as well. So your interior should look something like this. Now, to get to the second floor, we're gonna add a ladder. So on this side, on the left side of the door, place your ladders like so and break the slab there. This is where the bedroom's gonna be. You're gonna want to place your fence in the middle, followed by a chain, and finally your lantern. On the front side of the build, place your bed down, followed by your chests. And then on the opposite side of where your bed is placed, place a fence here, followed by a carpet, as this is going to act as a table. Next, you're going to want to add stairs on each side, followed by a spruce sign. And it should look something like this. Feel free to move the chairs back 1 if you'd like. For some final touches, we're going to add a trapdoor on this door. It's not necessary, but it's just a little quality of life thing to get to the balcony here. Another little small detail I like to do is extend the flooring out by 1 on each side, just to give it more depth. But yeah, that's going to do it for this build. I hope you guys enjoyed. I tried to make it as simple as possible. I didn't want to overdo it with the detail. But yeah, if you guys have any other suggestions on what we should build or any other tutorials you guys would like to see, just let me know in the comments below. And as always, I hope you enjoyed. Peace.